Hey guys, and welcome back to Pets at level 25, and today we are doing the Sporeling Sprite, and you can see he has really nice stats at level 25, quite good HP, and the jab attack. So the jab attack is his main attack, shall we say. It does between 290 to 340 damage, and it also crits for about 450. So it's a very nice attack, the jab attack, and it is definitely the one I would use for slot 1. And the next attack is the creeping fungus attack. Now this is a dot, and it goes for 4 turns and does about 110 to 130 damage per tick, and that is on people that it isn't weak against. And it also does increase damage when it is in the moonlight. So the increased damage gives it about 30 to 50 extra damage, so it does per tick. So it's quite nice in moonlight, so you could combo it up with, say, the celestial dragon, which is pretty good. And the next one is the spore shroom. I could barely say that. And this is really not one of these attacks that you want to be using too much. It kind of is nice, and you launch it, and then it ticks for 2 turns and then explodes, but it does not do damage until the turn after, which it does for 3 turns after that. It does, was it 150 to about 170 damage, which is quite nice. And next we have the charge attack, which is an attack that does about 220 to 250 damage, and it always goes first unless you are getting attacked by another pet that has this or the surge attack, and it is also, the pet is faster than you in the first place. So that is it. And this is the leech seed ability. Now this is personally my favorite attack that this guy has. It is a damage plus heal ability, and it also puts a dot on for 1 turn. So you heal up for about 200 for this attack, and then you also get healed the next go afterwards, which is pretty sweet. And I really do love this attack. It damages for about 150 to about 200, so it is pretty good, and it does have quite a high rate of critting, and it also has a 4 turn cooldown. And this attack is the crouch attack, and it takes away damage by 50%. So as you can see, that pump ability did 550 damage to me, and now because I had the crouch ability on, it only did 200 damage, which is pretty awesome. I really do love this crouch ability. It has a 3 round cooldown, it has a 4 round cooldown and is up for 3 turns, so be wary of this. And this is my favorite build, should I say. It is the jab attack, it is the leech seed attack, and it is also the crouch attack. And this is just a quick battle, and as you can see, it is fighting 2 level 24 elites and also a per elite. And the pump attack really didn't do too much. It did about 300 damage, which is quite nifty that it only did about 300 instead of around 600, which it usually does for a rare guy of the Eternal Striders, so it's pretty handy. And as you can see, the jab just did 456 attack for a crit, which is not too bad. And for these guys, the Sporeling Sprites, you're wanting to keep crouch up as much as possible, but you can combo crouch and leech seed at the same time, whereas you use leech seed first and then use the crouch ability. Because of the dot the leech seed has, it will tick when you use your crouch ability, and that will give you an extra heal, which is about 61 to 65, as you can see there, which is the humanoid passive ability that this guy has, where it gives you 4% back of your health every time you do damage. And being able to do the leech seed comboed with the crouch attack means that because of the leech seed dot, you are still doing damage when you use your crouch ability, which normally doesn't do any damage. So it is pretty damn handy there. And as you can see, this Sporeling Sprite really just owned up this team, and I really do love this guy. It is probably my favorite pet so far in pet battles. Now, I haven't used every single pet, and as soon as I use every single pet, I can make a better judgment on this, but so far the Sporeling Sprite is my favourite pet, and as you can see, it is got a nickname, which very few pets of mine have nicknames at the minute. I think there's only about 4 or 5 that do. And this guy is called Jeff Hardy, and for all you that know who Jeff Hardy is, he is a professional wrestler that works for TNA Impact Wrestling, and he is a very resilient old bastard, jumping off fucking 20-foot ladders and shit. So that's why I have named the Sporeling Sprite Jeff Hardy, because this guy is resilient and he is really, really resilient and strong. So that is why I have named him that. And as you can see, this is a PvP battle that I just had today, and he is up against the magical Crawled at the minute, and these guys are like completely even. I don't think either one of them would have been able to kill each other, apart from this guy actually ran from the pet battle, because I think he was thinking, oh, I'm never going to be able to beat this Sporeling Sprite, so I'll just leave. But the same thing is that I probably wouldn't have been able to beat the magic crawler. Now, if I had kept little Ragnaros alive, maybe I might have been able to kill him, because Ragnaros does so much damage, but the Sporeling Sprite is more for keeping yourself alive while doing quite a lot of damage. And as you can see, he is now putting up a stronger heal, and now my heals are doing 100 heal per turn, and that is from the passive ability. So that is pretty nice. If you can combine the Sporeling Sprite with, say, the Singing Sunflower, which also does the Sunny Day, which I can't remember what the attack is called that gives a weather effect of a sunny day for the Singing Sunflower, but you could use the Singing Sunflower with the Sporeling Sprite, and that would mean that he gets extra HP. As you can see, it also gives him 2,300 HP, which is a hell of a lot, but you have to remember that it also does give your enemy team a big heal, or a big HP buff as well. But saying that, if they don't have any heals, this could be a very handy thing to have, because you are getting extra heals every turn. Plus, as you can see, it does 100 or nearly 200 for the Leech Seed ability, which is pretty nice. But then you just seen him use his Witch ability that heals for 1,700, so it's not too good in that sense. And as you can see, we are completely equal in this pet battle, and we are about to wrap up the video. So I will say that I would definitely give the Sporeling Sprite a 10 out of 10. I've been Nabuto, and I will see you all later.